Hey everybody, Hanadita here, and today I'm talking to Rachel. Rachel, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about your part-time business or what you do, just basically what it is you do, and you're going to share it. Rachel's going to share a little bit about her background, and I might just ask her a few questions. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Rachel. Thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. So I love being able to connect with other women, other people, especially those who are like-minded, and definitely you are one of them. And, you know, we share the same kind of journey because we both homeschool. So my background is that I homeschool my kids, and I had a lot of, other jobs that I've done in my lifetime, but that is my main one that I really find I get to live life to my values by doing that.
Yes, yeah. So what was happening in your life prior to you becoming an online ambassador with your part-time business? What was happening with you, and how did your business come to the rescue if there was anything happening that you weren't quite happy with?
Okay, cool. So before this came into my life, I was struggling with my health and my finances, and I was trying to look for a way to maintain my choice to homeschool. And I've been doing that for such a long time. Like, I was a struggling single mum, doing that all on my own, and, you know, having to go and work at different places, do different things so that I could still stay at home and homeschool my children. So the stress of all of that pressure on my shoulders took its toll on my health. And so I was very sick in a lot of ways, a lot of health ailments. Do you want me to name some?
Absolutely, if you're okay with that.
Cool. So I had severe anemia. So I've had that since I was a child, which impacts your hormones, it impacts your menstrual cycle, it impacts every kind of area of your life, if you can imagine, like being a woman, and, you know, every month, you know, you lose more blood, so it just is like this vicious cycle. So my hair was falling out really badly, and I had no confidence. Like, as a woman, you need your hair. And so I was trying to find ways to help my health. I had arthritis up my spine. I also had a lot of other health issues as well. So I won't name them all. I could write a book. But so I was always trying to do something. But I was a raw vegan for many years. So even being that, I wasn't living life healthfully. So I was just kind of walking around just surviving and not thriving. And so with the financial pressures, how that was playing into life was that I was always struggling paycheck to paycheck, week to week. I was like in, what do you call it? Like, you know, just always trying to, I was just sick of struggling, because when I was working at Sizzle, I'd be like, you know, do you have shifts? Can I have shifts? And I was just constantly asking for shifts. And that also made me feel humiliated, because it's like, having to always ask and have people go, oh no, or, you know, it was just not a nice place to be in. I used to have to give up my Christmases, my holiday times in order to work, because I just thought if I worked harder, earned more money, I could provide for my kids, you know, putting a roof over their head, making sure that they at least had clothes and food and all that kind of stuff. But we were just getting by, hence why I was so sick. And I kind of felt, you know, why does life have to be this hard? And I never knew that you could improve your life. So I didn't know what it meant to, or I even heard the term of owning your own life. But deep down, that's what I really wanted to do. Like, I didn't want to have to keep going to work, being mistreated by people, being stomped on by people, and just treated like I was nothing, just there to be this worker bee all the time. And I used to work really, really hard. I gave it 100%. So when I did finish that to do family daycare, I thought, okay, the answer, go into business, you know, be a family daycare worker. And, you know, but that brought its own set of issues with it. Like, I spent 90 grand which is all with the tax department. You know, everything I spent was with them. And so they know that that's on record, and I never got all of that back. So I probably got around 5 to 10% of that money back. And that came with its own issues with having to please parents, and not having guaranteed hours, that you're looking after their children. You're having to make sure that you're educating them as well as your own kids. And it's like your home is just your work environment. And so that was really stressful. That was when my health really took a decline quite badly. And then my dad died. So that was really unexpected. And so I kind of just lost the plot, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Like, I want my kids to be homeschooled. I just want to focus on them and give them the best of me. And I couldn't while I was trying to like have my hands in all sorts of other things. And so I had to move back in with my ex-husband in order to do that. And that was really hard. So we ended up coming to agreement. Sorry, I'll try and make it really quick. Where we, you know, for a business kind of thing, if I looked after the house and cooked and all that kind of stuff, then, you know, he would help with the rent. So I was like, tick, done, I don't have to worry. But that's when this came into my life, because I realized real quick that I had to work. I couldn't just rely on him for financial income. So I realized, okay, what can I do from home? I don't want to do family daycare. I don't want to do something like that. I didn't want to sell to people, and I was looking for something. And so I thought, okay, I can make raw food desserts and sell them. And that was going to cost me quite a few $1,000s to actually set that up. And there was no guarantee I'd get any of my money back, or any of that work and everything. I have to drag my kids with me to the market. So it was like, oh, but I was on that road when this came into my life. And so what happened was I took a look at this, and I was very skeptical, because there's a lot of things out there, and it's like, is it one of those things? And so I'm really glad that I just had the courage to go, what if? Because it answered 3 of prayers that I had been praying for a really long time. And, you know, one of them was my health, and one of them was finances, and the other one is quite personal, so I won't share that one. But it was, you know, it was like tick, tick, tick. And so it's allowed me to stay home with my children, to earn extra income from home around my kids, to be able to live life to my highest values. It's in my DNA to love on people and just to help people. I've always wanted that, and I've wanted to have a vehicle to do that, and I didn't know how. I thought, how can one little person make a difference in the world? You know, I haven't been to university. I have no experience with doing anything like that. I don't have money behind me. I don't know anybody or anything like that. And this again was ticking all those boxes, but when I first saw it, I didn't know that it was ticking all those boxes for me. So later down the track, it was like I realized it's like this massive light bulb moment. So for me, it's helped me grow into a better woman, a better mother, a better human being, a better leader. I had no confidence or self-worth when I started, and now I do. And it's because I'm surrounded by amazing people just like you. And these people believe in you. They help you. They coach you, mentor you. And they see the potential that you have, and it's just something that I didn't have before. Like I have friends now that actually, you know, help me, and I love being around, and it's impacting my children. You know, they realize that there's a better way as well. So 12 months into doing this, I was able to replace my full-time income that I got when I was doing family daycare full-time. I was able to do that in my part-time money moments around my kids. So it's totally changed my life. I don't have that constant worry going, is there going to be money? You know, if I go to the shops and go to the organic shop or Flannery's or any kind of shop to buy stuff, or petrol, is there going to be money in there, and have that embarrassing moment of going, da-da. But it's like, you know, I don't now, because I know that money's going to be there. And that is a reflection on how many people I've been able to help, which makes the emotional revenue so much better. And I love that it's, you know, it's not just about me, it's about helping others get the same thing too. So it's like such a massive blessing.
It's incredible. It is. It's a blessing, and you've got a beautiful story that you own and you share. I really love that. So, you know, so much has happened now, and what's got you excited about the future now? It's just been, 12 months? Just a little over 12 months?
Over 12 months. So, and I'm really excited because it's allowed, like, my future's bright now. So before this, there's no kind of future of holidays, owning my own home, owning my own car, being able to travel around the world, because that was another passion of mine, because I can earn from anywhere, my kids can learn from anywhere, the world's our oyster. So now it's like that dream of being able to just go and travel is so much more doable now. And also, like, I want to be able to help my mum. I really want to, like, you know, now that my dad's gone, my mum's there and she's not really all that well. So I want to be able to take the financial pressure and worry off her, to never have to worry about having to pay for her health insurance and her groceries, rent, and that kind of stuff. I want to help her have a really good life. And so, yeah, like, all these things are so much more possible now. Like, my goals, I know I can achieve them. And it's exciting because I get to help others do the same thing. I get to have them and see them reach their things. You know, I've got mamas who want to retire their husbands so that they can spend more time with their children and their family. I've got friends who are in this, who want to be able to own their own home, who want to be able to be debt-free, who want to be able to travel, you know, and live life to their fullest, and to, you know, do so many more things like that, and have the opportunity to say yes to more things and no to things they don't want. So, yeah, I'm just really excited because I know what this can be for people because of what it's done for me.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. You know, and that's what we do. We help others. We're helping others to create a life where they can say yes to more, aren't we? And it's really cool when you actually see that happening. I've just had a new teamie, and you know, for some people, even 300 a month does amazing things, makes a big difference. And first check for 300, she audioed me and she was screaming and she was so excited, and that's like tripled in her second month, and she's just so excited now for what she was not able to do prior to this. So I really appreciate you sharing with us today, Rachel. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening, and I hope it helps someone else, you know, to have the courage to say what if.
Yes.
Because the worst thing that can happen is that you get healthier, you know, or, you know, at least you know what's out there now. So like you said, you know, we're just able to help other people say yes and more, and that's what it's really about, those connections. And it's so much fun too. We get to have a lot of fun, which is, you know, part of it.
We sure do. And we're looking forward to Perth in June. I can't wait to see you there. Thank you again, Rachel.
Bye.